my car, man, I'm gonna find. I got to get away, just for a while. I'm gonna go for a ride, I'm gonna take my time. Maybe just for a day, I got to run away. And I'm never gonna cry no more, never gonna weep again. I'm gonna find that place in the sun. Man, you never see me cry. Fall into my past. I'm gonna find that place in the sun.
Hi, we're here with Mary, and she's going to show us our Star Trek collection. She's a Trekkie like I am, so this should be interesting. Hi, Mary.
Hi,
Thanks for having us over. Now, you have a lot of stuff. Now, let's see. First of all, we got to start with these. What are these?
Shrivels.
Shrivels. Now, these are from what?
The original series did a show called The Trouble with Tribbles. And these are creatures that do nothing but breed. That's their sole function in life. They just breed and purr and eat. And they were supposedly killed off until last night's DS9 show, where Odo brought one back from the past, and now DS9 is infiltrated with them. Klingons hate these things because they're sweet and kind and they purr a lot. And most humanoids, according to the show, like their purring noises. I guess they're soothing or something. I just think they make a cute noise.
What's this one's name?
Smokey.
Smokey. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, now you have a lot of action figures here you want to... Now, this one I haven't seen yet. What's this here?
Okay, this is Worf. I believe he's from the last movie.
It says here, all good things?
Yeah,
So that would be
the last episode of Star Trek Next Generation that was on.
when they ended the series. Okay. And, all right, here's something else I have never seen before. What is this?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their little uniforms on. So this is Captain Leonardo.
Yep.
That's cool.
And we have Engineer, where's his name here? Engineer Michelangelo, who's supposed to be Scotty. What's this one?
That's the same one.
Oh, this is the same one as that one. But they came out with 4 of them. One was supposed to be Spock, one was supposed to be McCoy, one was supposed to be Kirk, and one was supposed to be Scotty.
And what about this here?
This is the one little hand game that they came out with about 3 years ago. I haven't even opened it, so I don't even know how to play it.
Yeah. Now I notice you keep a lot of these things in the package. You want to tell us why?
Because if they're in the packages, they're worth more money. If I was to turn around and resell them. I have sold a lot of my figures in the past. We had literally crates of these things. We did sell off a lot of them, so we keep them in the boxes. This way they're always in prime condition.
Okay.
These are from Micro Machines. They first came out with little Matchbox cars, only they were like half the size of a Matchbox car. Then they came out with these Star Trek ships. This is the one set that has the bonus ship in it. This set isn't even out on the market anymore. Now they've come up with like 6 other sets.
Okay. And, all right, tell us about this here. Can I pick this up?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's a transporter. It's from Playmates, and you're supposed to be able to put the little action figures that you can buy separately, of course, inside, and they supposedly disappear.
They disappear, huh?
Yeah, you were supposed to put them in, and then you turn one of these little button thingies. We just took it out of the box for you guys to see it today. I don't even know how to use it.
Huh. That's really neat. they've made a lot of these, I see you have a, what is this back here, bridge?
This is the engineering station from the last movie, which was called Generations. The ship eventually blew up, so it's not even around in the series. That's the warp core, and Geordi or somebody's supposed to sit here.
And I see you have the space station from
DS9 space station. The Enterprise in docking bay. And it even,
Oh, it turns?
yeah, if I can,
And the batteries
there
were...
we go. It makes noises and lights up, but we don't have the batteries
Wow.
in it.
Yeah, that one does.
Oh, it does? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where is it?
Top perimeter.
Top perimeter. All right.
There are gray buttons and red buttons.
Oh, wow.
That's supposed to be their phasers, and the little lights shoot out from here, here, and here to ward off any Cardassians that might come around.
So they really go all out for these things.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of detail in here, too.
This is the bridge of the Enterprise from the Next Generation, which is also long gone. Captain Picard would sit here, Worf would stand there. There's the view screen. And this is, most of this stuff is all from Playmates, all the sets that kids could play with if they wanted to.
How about this here?
This is a Shuttlecraft, again from the Next Generation. And if you, does this have batteries in it?
Not yet.
Not yet, no batteries, but it would make noises and light up, like the Shuttlecraft from the series. And a 1701-D is the Next Generation Enterprise, which blew up in the last movie.
Yeah, they have a new one for the new movie now, right?
Yes, they do. I don't have that model yet, or the action figure. I heard it's out, though.
The new movie, which is, by the way, premiering on November 22nd. Everybody go see it.
And we'll be there.
Okay, now, can you tell us about this?
This is a Klingon Disruptor. It's the Klingons' version of a phaser, only a lot more deadly. The Klingons like to kill people very painfully.
Ow!
And little red light just shoots out.
Okay. Now this, I know what this is, because I won one of these last time we saw you. You want to tell us about that?
This is the Vagina Tricorder. The Bajorans are the planet that DS9 orbits around. They were previously occupied by Cardassians.
That's Deep Space Nine, if you don't know.
And it lights up and it'll scan for life.
It's not reading anything. Okay. Okay, and what is this here?
This is the Next Generation Enterprise, the NCC 1701-D. And I believe it too makes noises and lights up. Look at this. There you go, here. I know they're around here someplace. There you go. Nope, no batteries. That's the only problem when you get them in the boxes. They're supposed to, a lot, they have batteries, but from people going, try me, they usually go dead.
Yeah.
But, so we just took this out for the show.
Okay. And what about this back here? I see the original.
This is a set that we got a couple years ago. Came out. It has Spock and Kirk, Chekhov, Scotty, Ahura, Sulu from the original. The bridge here that you see is just cardboard, but the figures are a collectible item, so we don't even open it. Although I did buy two when I did open. That's not here.
Now, I noticed that they have the figures out for all the different series.
Oh, yeah. They make an incredible amount of money on the figures. There'll be several different issues of Worf, or, then they have classic figures, they have Next Generation figures, Deep Space Nine figures, and Voyager figures. So you can imagine if I couldn't even bring them all out. This is the Hall of Autographs. This is Nichelle Nichols' gold record to Gene Roddenberry, and it's autographed by her.
Who is it?
And this is Gates McFadden, who played Beverly Crusher in The Next Generation. She was the Doctor. And down here we have my favorite, William Shatner, who everyone knows as Captain Kirk. And his first officer, Mr. Spock. And this one's not autographed as yet, but this is the entire crew of the original series in their last movie together. This one and this one are from QVC. They were limited runs, and they're both autographed. And this one is Spock's father, Sarek. And the one on the end is the crew of DS9. That's not autographed yet. This is a three-dimensional chess set, and it's the Next Generation's chess set that they had in their 10 forward. This is from the Franklin Mint. It's one of my babies. I'm still paying for that. And here we have one of the newest releases in Star Trek memorabilia is Barbie and Ken as Kirk and some kind of yeoman. This just came out, and by December, this should be going for at least $300. And I just got it, and I paid $55. So there's a large market, especially when it's got the name Barbie on it. And then we have the ornaments, some of them. We couldn't bring them all out. Most of these were last year's ornaments that came out.
How many did they come out within a year?
It started out at one, and now you never know. It's year to year, you never know how many are going to come out. Last year we spent, I think it was $150, and that had to be about 6 ornaments. 5 or 6 ornaments, because they're about $20 a piece. And like I said, this isn't all of them. This is a chess set from the Franklin Mint that came out a while ago. Well, not the little cars. Cat. The little figures sit, they're pewter, and they sit on top of what they called a dilithium crystal with the board, and if you picked this up, there would be a holding spot to put all of your little...
And what do you get them, like once a month you get one of them?
Yes, every other month you get sent 2. It's usually either 2 gold ones or 2 silver ones, depending on what month it is. Okay, this is a part of this year's little ornament collection, and it's supposed to be cooked.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
That is supposed to be Captain Kirk. We all think it's, a very bad interpretation of him. It's a pewter Enterprise and a little shuttlecraft. This is the original Enterprise from 30 years ago, and the shuttlecraft Galileo. This is the classic 3-dimensional chess set that Spock and Kirk used to play all the time on the original Enterprise. And this too is from the Franklin Mint. Ordinarily, you'd get one or 2 pieces every month, but this and the other chess set I just bought all at once. These are a silver set of coins that the Franklin Mint came out with celebrating Star Trek. They're all different planets or alien races. And this is a hypo spray from the original series. Dr. McCoy would use this and, do that to people.
And what did that do? I'm not a Star Trek person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does that do? Assume the audience doesn't know what you're talking about, though I'm probably the only one.
Okay, you know how nowadays they give you a needle if they need to give you penicillin, a shot? This takes the place of a needle, and there's no pain with it. There's no needle, so I don't know how it gets in, but it does. It's even got the little liquid in the bottom here. This would come out, and they could put in different medicines into here, and then they would just put it to your neck like this and press this button, and you'd hear a ch, and that'd be it. You'd have your little shot there, and you wouldn't be sick anymore.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I don't like needles myself, so.
I hate them. These are Star Trek shot glasses that we got. They're not from any particular ship or anything, just somebody put them out and we bought them. And they just say, United Federation of Planets, Starfleet. And this is an isolinear chip keychain. This is like my favorite little thing.
And what is that?
It's called an isolinear chip. And if you saw, there was one episode on Next Gen where Wesley got some kind of weird disease, half the ship did, and Wesley was playing little games with the chips in engineering, throwing them all over the place. This is supposed to be one of those isolinear chips that runs the ship. And, somebody just cleverly came up with a little keychain idea. And, we get this at a convention for $6. Classic Star Trek checker set, also from the Franklin Mint. Silver and gold. One is Klingon and one is Federation. This is the silver ones are the Klingon set. And you can really play checkers with it. We don't, but you can. You can get that from the you can still get most of this stuff from the Franklin Mint. The only thing I haven't seen recently advertised was the one chess set, the flat chess set. This is a collectible card that they came out with card series for all the different shows that were out. And this is the Enterprise, and this is a specialty. It's actually a paperweight. It's just stuck in there. It won't come out. And it's called a holographic card because it looks rainbow when you move it. Where's that little... Came in a little box. Where'd it go? There it is. And came with this, which was just a little copper pin. All Good Things, 1987 to 1994. This was the years that the Star Trek The Next Generation television show aired. And this were released together as a little promotional thing. Okay. This is the USS Enterprise mini playset. What it is, it's very tiny, as you can see from the little figures in the window. And it pretty much fits basically in like the palm of your two hands. And you can, you open it up and there's a whole little series that the little dolls can do.
It's kind of like a Polly Pocket for Star Trek, huh?
Exactly. I was trying to think of that.
I have two nieces, so I know what Polly Pocket
That's exactly what I was trying to think of.
They get a smaller version of that in that collection. Look under the version of them.
This is a medical tricorder mini playset. It's just like the ship, only this is actually a medical tricorder, and you can open it up, and there's a little plate area in there. See, that's what it looks like.
And what's a medical tricorder?
This is what the doctors would use to determine what was wrong with you, to give you a checkup, or to scan for life forms if they went beamed down to a planet, check for poisonous snakes, that kind of thing.
Why don't you hold up some of the other ones and tell us about them?
Oh, this one's a good one.
This is one of my favorites. This is Vagina Tricorder. She was given to me by a friend of mine. It's a little gift last year. This is Deanna Troy's mother. Deanna played the Beta Z counselor on the Next Generation television show, and her mother is what is she, a princess or something from planet Beta Z, fifth house or something.
Daughter of the fifth house, holder of the sacred chalice of Reese, heir to the holy rings of Beta Z.
There you go.
And she was played by?
She was played by Gene Roddenberry's wife, Majel Barrett, who also played in the original series as well.
And she was the voice of all the Enterprises.
Let's see,
Who's Gene Roddenberry?
Yeah, who's Gene Roddenberry?
Yes, let's tell everybody.
Who is that? I'm not a Star Trek person here. The camera person knows nothing of Star Trek. Who is Gene Roddenberry?
Gene Roddenberry is the creator of Star Trek 30 years ago. He came up with this brilliant idea of how the future should be hundreds of years from now. And it was, you know, some called it wagon train to the stars type of show. Rather than a wagon train out west, this was to the stars. He came up with great planets to go to and interesting aliens. And he was the first person who ever dared on national television to tackle such issues as racism and stuff like that, you know, abuse, all that kind of stuff. He died, but his show still lives on in Deep Space Nine and Voyager today. And his wife still is very much so involved in the process on all three shows.
Do you have the Whoopi Goldberg doll?
I was looking to see if Guinan was out here.
Guinan is out here.
She is?
Yeah, I do believe I put her out here. Look around. I thought I put her out.
Oh, here we go. Here's some of the classic figures. Let's see who we got here.
Oh, you got this one over there.
This is Christine Chappell, who was the nurse in the classic Star Trek series. She was Dr. McCoy's assistant. This is one of the few dolls of her that's around. There isn't many female characters that were made into dolls back then, you know, from the show. And this is Kes from Star Trek Voyager, which is the newest series in Star Trek. And believe it or not, she's an Ocampo, and she's only 2 years old?
2 years old.
2 years old. They only live to be 9 years old, and by their years, I guess it is.
I noticed this one. Tell us about this.
Okay, this is a Ferengi, DS from Deep Space Nine. This is Quark, he runs the bar. And this is autographed by Armin Shimmerman, as you can see.
And Armin Shimmerman, if I'm not mistaken,
Is
is
from
from
Lakewood.
in our viewing area. So anybody watching from Lakewood, Armin Shimmerman, who plays Quark, comes from your hometown. This is a science teacher at Rowan College. No, this is actually the Grand Nagus, another Ferengi who has appeared on Deep Space Nine. The oldest and scariest looking alien you will ever see on Star Trek.
Probably the richest, too.
Yeah.
No Whoopi, huh?
No, I guess she's not out here. Here's one of my personal favorites. This is Chicote from Voyager, and he's a Native American. The tattoos that you see, I don't know if you can make that out with the camera, but he has a little tattoo type design on his forehead, is from his tribe. He was the captain of the Maquis ship that Voyager was sent to go get through the Badlands. Well, the Maquis now works and lives on Voyager because their ship was destroyed. But he's very good looking. Let's see who else. This is Benjamin Cisco, who is Captain Cisco of Deep Space Nine. This is him at play, I guess. I don't know, he's not in his uniform.
And he's played by,
He teaches at college up north.
he teaches at Rutgers College, but we can't think of his name.
Dave, what is his name? This is Benjamin Cisco, who plays the captain of Deep Space Nine. His real name is Avery Brooks, and he's a professor at a college in North Jersey.
Rutgers College. He's a professor of acting, I believe. He teaches acting.
I'm not exactly positive. I do know that I did talk to his household once when I used to work for them. I have a customer service problem.
What about this guy up here? Let's see. Oh, I know that guy.
Okay, this is William Riker, who is the first officer of the USS Enterprise from Next Generation. This is the larger dolls, more like the original dolls that they'd come out with 25 years ago, I believe it was.
Okay. Well, Mary, thank you very much for having us over and showing
Thank you
us
for
your
letting me be on the
collection.
show.
Thanks. And stay tuned for more collectibles.
If you have any show ideas or would like to write to us, you can send your letters to Down the Shore, P.O. Box 607, Seaside Heights, New Jersey, 08751.
Nobody wants to say the first goodbye. Every time